What's good, my vegans? I want to discuss with y'all about giving people a taste of their own medicine. I noticed this weekend, I worked 100 hours last week. I got it in. Crazy. Whole bunch of overtime. Check is going to be incredible this weekend. Anyway, I noticed one of my patients who I have to do like a 12-hour shift with him. And then being that I've done doubles, back-to-back doubles, so I did basically like 48, 2 days straight hours with him. Long story short, he's talking me to death the whole time. He's talking about a whole bunch of stuff that I really could care less about. And the guy's a cool dude, and I really do enjoy, I like him. But a lot of times he talks about things I don't like. Like, for instance, you said for instance? All right. For instance, he calls me Big Bruh. And I am exactly 13 years younger than him. So, but he called me Big Bruh. But anyway, he likes to watch the same old repetitive over and over again old school movies that are not from my era. And he always asks me if I've seen this movie, seen that movie. He knows every word to every single show. He knows every character, every star, every history behind them, everything. He always says, we could be watching the movie, he'd be like, watch this. And I'm like looking at him like, I'm watching. Like, if there's nothing more disrespectful or rude is you watching something with somebody and they are saying the words, singing every song, telling you to watch this when you're watching, like just blowing the whole movie, the whole show, the whole everything. I don't like that. So when that goes on, I'll go ahead, I'll put my headphones in and I'll get on my phone and I'll start watching like YouTube videos or, Facebook or Instagram or anything. And not paying him no attention, let him do him. So anyway, before I tell you this, let me tell you this. Before I tell you that, let me tell you this. One time we went to one of my buddy's house, took him to my buddy's house. We went out to eat. We went to my buddy's house afterwards, and we were watching Pulp Fiction. And being that this guy, I told him, I said, you don't like to watch anything modern, anything like up to date, like you like to watch all those black and white TV shows and just real old school joints. So we're watching Pulp Fiction. That's been out years and years ago. Anyway, so I'm saying the certain lines to the show right before or as it's going on. Don't you know my patient, which he does this all the time to me for months, don't you know he got upset with me and he really like called me out and everything, and he was just like, yo man, like, you're spoiling it, how can you do that? So ever since he said that, which has been like a month ago, ever since he said that, then I started telling him the same thing, like, dude, how can you be a hypocrite like that and tell me about one show I did and you do it all the time, every day, all day, back to back to back to back to back. It's crazy. People don't like when you give them a taste of their own medicine. That's something I find real funny. And this other, let me see how much time we got here. About 4.5 minutes in. All right, we got time for one more story. You guys want to hear one more story? All right, one last story, just one. What the heck? What was I gonna say? So my man's talking me to death, and he's all hyped up and everything, and especially once it got to when it gets to the point when I do my stays, like I don't go to sleep, I stay up whole time. Your boy don't play. I'm like on it. There's a lot of people I replaced because they fell asleep and got into a little bit of REM sleep or whatever the case, and then the patient will sneak out, and people's gotten fired and things like that. So long story short, I stay up. So now, once you get past the whole 24 hours of staying up, you kind of like, you're a little delirious there, like to the point of, you don't really want to deal with too much extra stuff that you would normally deal with when you're well rested. I ain't going to say all that again, but the point is, I wasn't really in the mood for talking and all this and that and jibber jabbing, whatever, flip flopping and whatever going on. And he likes to tell the same old stories over and over and over and over and over again, like it's the first time hearing a story. And I always act like, like it is the first time I've heard the story. So, and sometimes he'll say the same story back to back to back, like immediately right after. Like right after you finish, he'll go back and tell the story one more time or twice, the same story, like it's the first time he's saying it. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, like, what? But then again, I'm dealing with TBI, traumatic brain injury patients, and, this is one of the things they go through. But anyway, so he's telling me these stories over the weekend, and I noticed he started, as he's talking to me, he's like reaching over, we sitting on the couch, we got the space in between, we sitting on both ends, opposite ends of the couch, we watching TV, and he's like telling me a story, and as he's telling me the story, which I really could care less about, but then I'm showing like interest and stuff like that, but I'm kind of like not like looking at him, but I'm just like sitting there looking straight, saying to myself, please hurry up with this story, like blowing minds, be like for real. So he starts tapping me. As he's telling the story, he's tapping my leg, tapping my arm, just tapping, taps, tap, tap, taps, tap, tap. I say tap, tap, tap. So me being the type of person that don't like people touching me, it's certain type of things, certain type of situations and things like that. But in a situation like this, I'm really not down for you just touching me, man, tapping me up and hitting me and poking me and, and whatever. Like, for real, like, for some reason that just really irks me, man. It irks your boy, just makes me want to get my strangle on and everything. So, I said, you know what? Instead of saying something, sometimes you gotta give people a taste of their own medicine. So, oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I know y'all don't want to be wanting to see me kissing at the screen and everything like that. But anyway, so back to the story, back to the lesson, back to giving you a taste of your own medicine. So I said, what I'm gonna do for him, I am going to do the same thing to him that he does to me, man. I said, I can't wait for him to tap and touch me again. I can't wait now. Yes. I said, so yeah. Your boy, he's chatting and everything like that, whatever. I'm purposely now looking the other way while he's talking, like. So as he's talking, I say, he's touching and poking and stuff to me. And every time he touched and poked and pushed me, every time he did it to me, yeah, your boy did it right back to him. Whatever, exactly what he did to me, I did to him back. My vegans. The look on his face, I said the look on his face was classic. I mean, for real, the first 3 times that I did it, the first 3 times, count them 3 times. The first 3 times I did it, he had a look on his face like he stopped saying the story he was saying, and he like really got like flustered, like what are you doing? Like dude, you're touching me. And I'm like saying to myself, I'm laughing. I'm not doing it to him, but I'm doing it inside my head. You know me. I'm like, I said, I'm dying laughing on the inside of my fingers because I'm like, do you see? I'm mentally saying to him, telepathically, I'm saying to him like, do you see what you're doing to me, dude? Like, can you feel it? Can you picture how frustrating, how uncool that is to me? You're doing the same thing to me. You're doing this to me, dude. You're doing it to me. You started first. But you don't want me doing it back to you. Humans, man, we strange. We strange, man. So the moral of the story is, do unto others as just do unto others. And don't do nothing messed up that you don't want somebody doing to you. Treat them how you want to be treated. Don't expect you can do all this stuff to somebody and, you know, and they can't do it back to you. Like, you know, and now you're surprised and shocked and appalled and all that. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm just like, mind blown. He don't want me touching him, and he's shocked and offended from me touching or tapping or poking him. Right after he did it to me, I would touch and tap and poke. And long story short, this happened like so many times I can't even remember because he kept doing it. So I kept doing it back to him. So I'm gonna see when I go see him this weekend if he still continues to do that. But trust me, the more he does it to me, I'm gonna do it to him. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna break him of that. I said I'm gonna break him in 2. I just salivated, y'all. Like, for real, I can't wait to get at him and do the same thing back to him. The boy just salivated and everything. But yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching this long video. Do unto others as they do to you. And don't treat nobody no way you don't want them to treat you. You feel me? So get that love, you get that love back. You do messed up stuff to people, you're gonna get that back. So that's why I try to love everybody, man. I try to love everybody. I try to keep it real and everything like that. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about we. Come on, bring it in, hugs, everything. Love you guys. Bald head style, chocolate vegan, Batman. I'm out.